today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And off we go from Denver. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Motion man right is Rice. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. A drive that time of 6 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. In motion, Hill. A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. In today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. In motion goes Patrick. On 2nd down, Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now 3rd down and 7. Now it's Wilson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting... Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. That'll give them 8 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. He hits his target, Lockett. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's caught, Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got it. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. Mahomes now to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. This now a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Man open left side, it's Williams. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. They go back to the ground with Williams. Down inside the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Looks to the sideline and has Mims who makes a catch. 2nd down and 8. Now Wilson. Throw left side complete to Troutman. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw again is Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Adjustments this offense made in the locker room haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Here's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On first down, Wilson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now Wilson on first down. It's Hill, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. To throw is Wilson. Able to power through, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now 2nd and 5. Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Now it's Wilson. He'll buy some time. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And it's caught. Well, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run again. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
And they will take a knee here.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to make it a 2-score game.
Kind of a strange ball game, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses holding sway, right? Making sure they're controlling the game in the second half. It lets you know that you've got to score points when you can. You never know when off.
today. From Seattle, Washington.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Smith going to look to throw right away. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Smith. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Geno. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Seahawks at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. To throw is Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his 2nd season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. but there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On first down, it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kalijah Kancey in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
3rd and 5. To throw is Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Watson. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a few inches left. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Drew Sanders in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the 1st sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
On 1st down, Watson. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Seahawks have picked, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Throwing now is Geno. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Geno now to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Straight ahead, Walker. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Smith. Short throw caught by Pitts. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Smith. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Inside the 20. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game, because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's James. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Swings this out for Hunt.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a first down throw, Watson.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
Another completion here to Hunt.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So we are at halftime here.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Watson.
Open man, that's Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Watson on first down. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Watson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around the sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Watson now to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Watson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Open man is Myers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run again with Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jackson now to return. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And Walker once more. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Smith. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Watson. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Watson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. To throw, Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Now 2nd and 4. Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about him culminating with a pick 6?
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Watson on first down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Over the middle, he's got Myers. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
today.
They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Samuel. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for Cincinnati, the rookie Charlie Jones. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And bringing them out is the rare southpaw in his 4th year, coming off his best season as a pro, Tua Tagovailoa. Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. It's Eckler again, dancing away at the 35. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. Powerful running. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tua now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Tua. To the sideline and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Purdy now to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return is Charlie Jones. And he returns this to the 22. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A give. Eckler running to the right. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. Now 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. From midfield, here's Tua. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man open. It's Chase. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. This is Brown going up the middle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So on fourth down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit.
A 33-yarder from the left hash.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Throwing here, Purdy. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Purdy to throw it on first down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
On first down, it's Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Purdy.
He's got the hook up to McLeod. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Purdy.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Tua. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll look to throw. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McPherson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
This one caught by Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. In motion right, Debo. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And the Bengals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Tua's throw complete there to Moore.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On second down, Tua.
This one complete to Yoshibas. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
He's into the secondary.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
2nd down, goal to go. Tua.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. Finding Samuel.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Purdy.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey.
And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Tua to throw again. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Oh, another big wrap up there by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, who led the league with 18.5 sacks in 2022. Became the 2nd 49er and 10th player ever to win both that and Defensive Rookie of the Year awards during their career.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Eckler now between the tackles. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Here's Andy Lee now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Throwing, Purdy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it. And they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in a tie.
Yeah, that clock putting a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
Now Tua. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
tonight.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Here's Fields.
Flush to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
Out of the gun, Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Herbert off of play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Herbert.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The result, a 1st down as the quick slant gets him 14. To the air again, Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Allen, the man in motion right.
Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 31. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. In motion left goes Allen. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. That is caught by Herbert.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return will stop right around the 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Herbert now. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Allen's first catch. Good for a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
Robinson. Touchdown, Chargers.
That almost just looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Now Jones.
Jones now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Fields going to keep it once more.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Fields.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Fighting to stop, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Fields going to hurry his guys to the line.
After the sack on first down, Fields under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Herbert. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
3rd down and 10.
Now it's Herbert. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Now Jones.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Another carry for Herbert on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Fields.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
From the 21, here's the second down and 9.
Again, it's Robinson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw.
Herbert working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw.
Herbert. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw.
Herbert. He gets it over the middle to Palmer.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. On the run, it's Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Looking to throw. Herbert. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. To throw is Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Fields. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. Fields fighting through pressure.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Fields locates Mooney on the out route. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. All eyes on Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Robinson with another carry. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, Robinson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And one last throw here for Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Chargers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
tonight. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Mayfield. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down, here's White. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I know it's a phrase that sounds really cool, strip sack, but all we're talking about is getting to the guy, getting to the passer, making the tackle, making the play, but do a little bit extra, right? Stripping the ball out, working the arm free. That's become a big emphasis for all defenders.
Yeah, as a defender with the emphasis, this is something that's practiced.
Practiced all the time. Taking the ball away, creating turnovers, that's really job one for any defense because that's how you win in today's NFL.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. And I tell you what, partner, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spark with their new team.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Now Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his man, London, right side. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Mayfield down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll go up the middle with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. It's caught. This is White. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw pulled in by Jefferson. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And again, it's Allen. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. On third and long, it's Allen. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Gregory Rousseau
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Now 2nd and 3.
Allen now looks to throw.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Now Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 39.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins, as they'll have to contend with the New England Patriots. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Cleveland Browns. And finally, on Monday Night Football, the night before Halloween, the Freaks will be out in Detroit. Raiders, Lions from Ford Field.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offense...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Charbonnet bowling his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. So here are the Bills to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And wrangled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Pass caught, it's Justin Shorter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Off the option, here's Taylor, shedding the tackle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2. Play action. Now it's Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. No gain on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Yeah, he's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Throwing now is Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on second and inches. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. That one a first down pickup of 8. Mayfield with it once more. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Certainly, those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. Mayfield got a man. It's London. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. This is caught by Evans. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And again, it's Mayfield. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. They run the draw play. This is White. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is indeed good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So Mayfield and the Bucs down by 6, a little over a minute and a half remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Mayfield. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Mayfield finds White. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Mayfield to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Palmer. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Buffalo, They moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the